So if you could only do 10 exercises forever, what 10 are we doing?
Just watched Seabum answer
Answer
this
this question, dude.
on
You
Chris
know
Ridgewell.
all my sources, bro. I don't
Yeah,
like this,
man, we
dude.
probably watch the same podcast, and I'm always like, oh God, what 10 would I choose? Okay, because it's hard when you're on the spot.
Dude,
So I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through the body part. 10 is a lot, by the way.
10 is a
I
lot. Yeah.
I could do it in like fucking 4. So let's go through. Okay, number one, my favorite pushing movement is incline dumbbell press.
hmm
Okay, that in my opinion, that's the best chest exercise. Okay, so one, we got an incline dumbbell press. So now let's do a vertical press. Okay, number two is going to be OHP. Okay, just barbell overhead press. So I'm working around the body. So now number three, we're going to go a pulling movement, horizontal row. So we're going to do chest supported row. Okay, number four, we're going to do a vertical row. So that's going to be lat pull down. Okay, so number five, we are going to do a arm movement. So for me, that is going to be easy bar curls.
Love this.
Number six, we are going to do triceps. So it is going to be overhead triceps. So with a cable, with like an overhead tricep movement, whatever you want. Like let's just say cables. Okay. So now last four ones, we're going down to the legs. I think that's upper body covered. So number seven, we are going to do some good old squats. I just think it's just such a killer. Number eight, we are going to do stiff leg deadlifts. Number nine, we are going to do calf raises. And then number 10, we are going to do just ab crunches. I think it's important that the abs. Personally, I see a lot of results from that. I know it's a little bit debatable, but there's my 10.
Oh, the ab stuff is interesting.
Yeah,
Because you
man.
always
So
hear people say that it doesn't really make too big of a difference.
yeah, and there's actually, I think it was actually Jeff Nippard's girlfriend who did a video on like I need to watch it again. It's years old. She like hit abs every day, like for like 3 months or something, and got some great results from it. But so there's of course loads of studies to show that leg training and compound movements hit your core. And then there's actually studies that say they don't actually activate. They do hit your core, but they don't activate it that much.
Mm-hmm.
So from personal experience, I find when I do train my abs, especially towards the end of a cut, it just makes them pop more. It just kind of makes them fill them out because obviously there's such a small muscle group. They're not going to be like the size of your arms sticking out. So like there's only so much room for them to grow. But I think if you do want them to look more pronounced, that I think you should be hitting your abs. And it's also healthy to do core work. Like if you're an athlete or if you want to improve your posture or if you want to like it's good to have a strong core. So yeah, I think some people they talk down on training your core and your abs a little bit.
So you said you could do it in 4. What would the 4 be?
Yeah. Okay. So all right, just think of the shape of the body. Okay.
Yeah.
Right? So you can go this way, you can go that way, you can go this way, and you can go that way.
Oh,
Okay?
that's a good way to think about things.
That's it. So I would go bench press, overhead press, barbell row, and squat. That's it. That's it, man. Like I'm telling you, if you had a fucking beastly one of every one of those movements, you have a good physique.
Dude, it's so true. And I think that helps people, like, because it can get overwhelming. And like, especially smart people who are like first getting into it, they want everything to be like so perfect and like organized. But when you just break it down like that, it's like that's gonna give you most of the gains just doing those 4 things.
Literally. And so there's actually there's a term I think I invented it. It's called flexible training, right? I've heard no one else.
You gotta coin this.
Yeah, I actually do. And so basically, it's when you have like, let's say you're doing a legs push pull routine, okay, like me, you have 3 exercises on each day. So legs, you have squat, push, you have bench, and pull. Let's say you got deadlifts or whatever. If you concentrate on those 3, you do them every week. You just nail them and increase them. Then you can be flexible with the rest of your training. So like you can just do fucking whatever you want for your isolation exercise. If one week you're like, I want to do a barbell curl, and the next week I want to do like an easy bar curl or a hammer curl, it doesn't matter. the main thing is those is the lifts at the start of your workout, and then you can be flexible with the other part of your workout.
I love that. What type of rep range would you do then for those like main ones?
I typically like lifting in the 8 to 10 rep range. It's like the magic number. It's between, lower rep ranges for strength. And it's also a nice place where people don't get injured very much. And then it's also, you get a good pump because the reps are high enough as well. So, 8 to 12 even is a nice rep range, I find.